Good afternoon, folks. This is Fred Campos, owner of DFW Website Designers. It is Wednesday, May the 26th, 2021. This is episode number 211 of your 3 business tips at 3 o'clock in and around 3 minutes. We've been talking a lot about planning goals, about being focused. Today, we're going to talk about 3 areas of business failure that are mental, right? Now, I know you guys are all successful about this, but we should be addressing these. And as a web developer, I see this all the time in solopreneurs and entrepreneurs. Even today, I pushed a client to go live that had been working and him and hawing about their website for now 8 months. So here we're going to talk about the fear of starting, the fear of failure, and believe it or not, the fear of success. Business owners, one of the things you deal with is you deal with the mindset of being a solopreneur and entrepreneur, moving it forward. Even if you have some success, you've got payroll to meet, there's lots of stressors that are on your particular thought process. But stress point number 1, business tip number 1, that I see happen all the time is the fear of starting. Now, it may be starting a business, and I see the great fears, and you should count the cost. But a lot of this could be starting the release of a product, or the release of a website, or the release of a new idea, or the hiring of a new employee. We have this fear of not pulling the trigger. We deal with a little bit of perfectionism, maybe, of not wanting to start unless we know it's perfect or it's going to go great. But here's the deal. It isn't always going to go perfect, and no amount of time that you spend on it, obsessing about it, should be done. You should spend the right amount of time. But I'm going to tell you to push through that fear of starting and get the business started, or hire that person, or move on to the next level, or release that website, release that next product. Okay? Number 2, the fear of failure. You know what? Failure is a part of business. You just go from one failure to the next until you're successful. But many of us have fear of failure, and it's stopping us from moving forward and whatever our next level, that next height, that next breakthrough you're going to have. Failure is part of it. Just keep trying and keep pushing through it. You know, people like me and you read about it from everybody from Abe Lincoln to Steve Jobs, they fail a lot. Failure is part of the process. And business tip number 3 is the exact opposite of that. Sometimes we're fear successful. How this will change our lives, how this will do this. Well, if I start this product and this service, then I've got to be able to maintain this and move forward. So it's the opposite of fear of failure, but it's still a fear. The bottom line, business owners, is that starting or failing or being successful is all part of the process. And you got to push through the process to continue to move forward. And yes, you want to be successful. And yes, it's going to change your life. And yes, it's going to require you to do different things or hire different people. But it's what you need to do. So let me be your cheerleader. Let me tell you what I'm telling myself. And that is that you need to go through and push through and be awesome. Don't let these 3 fears stop you. Anything I'm learning, I always share with you guys. Want you to be awesome. Now go back to sleep.